Hello, today's video we have the following content.
Media exposes the ranking of repurchase rates of movies during the Spring Festival. Xiao Zhan's The Legend of the Condor Heroes ranks first, worth watching twice. Recently, some media on the internet have published articles exposing the ranking of repurchase rates of major movies during the Spring Festival. Among them, the new movie The Legend of the Condor Heroes starring Xiao Zhan and Zhang Dafei ranks first, with a repurchase rate of 10%. Followed by classic films such as The Devil Boy Conquers the Dragon King. It is worth mentioning that this is a good movie worth watching twice, but some people ridicule it as a fan movie, which is actually too much, and it cannot be linked to fan movies. It is reported that just when everyone supports Xiao Zhan's new movie The Legend of the Condor Heroes, some media on the internet exposed the ranking of repurchase rates of movies during the Spring Festival. Xiao Zhan's The Legend of the Condor Heroes ranks first, followed by The Devil Boy Conquers the Dragon King and Detective Chinatown 1900. Although the repurchase rate is not equal to the box office and the quality of the film, it at least proves one point, that it is worth watching twice, and every time you watch it, you will have different feelings and understandings. Some people use this to satirize Xiao Zhan's The Legend of the Condor Heroes as a fan movie, which is unreasonable and unscientific. After all, martial arts films have a large audience group, not to mention that the director and the cast are very strong. The Legend of the Condor Heroes, The Greatest Hero was released during the Spring Festival, but the word of mouth and box office were not good, and the audience was dissatisfied with the production level. Martial arts are not outdated, and the content must be respected. The new version of Jin Yong's IP game The Legend of the Condor Heroes focuses on content improvement and strives to restore the original work, which may be recognized by players. As a special note, the Spring Festival is not only a festival for people to reunite, but also a golden period for major movies to compete for release. Among the movies released during this year's Spring Festival, some movies lived up to expectations and had a big hit in word of mouth and box office, while others failed to live up to expectations and had a big drop in word of mouth and box office, and The Legend of the Condor Heroes, The Greatest Hero belongs to the latter. With the endorsement of Jin Yong's genuine IP, the movie that aroused countless people's yearning for martial arts should have been popular and radiated a brighter brilliance in the new era, but the facts are reversed. What is going on? Is martial arts really out of date? Before the release of The Legend of the Condor Heroes, The Greatest Hero, countless people were looking forward to it, hoping to once again feel the patriotism and love and hatred that Jin Yong brought to people. However, the greater the expectations, the greater the disappointment. As soon as the movie was released, many viewers who had watched the movie spontaneously complained that the content of the movie gave people a negative feeling. The relationship between the characters was confusing and difficult to discern, the plot twists were abrupt, and the actors' performances were not in place, all of which became the driving force behind the movie's reputation plummeting. Indeed, audience feedback is often the most authentic market signal. The failure of The Legend of the Condor Heroes, The Greatest Hero is not because the martial arts theme itself is no longer attractive, but because the production team failed to grasp the essence of the original work in the process of film and television adaptation. The Condor Heroes, written by Mr. Jin Yong, is not just about the swords and swords of the rivers and lakes, but also contains the profound connotation of family and country feelings, heroic qualities, and the greatest heroes serve the country and the people. However, when these core values are diluted and replaced by superficial visual effects and empty lines, it is naturally difficult for the audience to resonate. Martial arts are not outdated. What really touches people's hearts is always vivid characters and powerful stories. Classic works such as Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and The Grandmaster are still talked about by the audience today, precisely because they not only show the aesthetics of martial arts, but also dig deep into the characters' hearts and cultural heritage. If you just apply the shell of martial arts and ignore the shaping of character growth and spiritual core, no matter how gorgeous the special effects are, it will be difficult to cover up the emptiness of the story. To regain the trust of the audience, the key lies in returning to the original intention of creation, respecting the original work, and respecting the audience. Only by really polishing the script, creating flesh and blood characters, and presenting the friendship and responsibility in the martial arts world, can The Greatest Hero no longer be a slogan, but a true belief and touch in the hearts of the audience. I hope that future martial arts works can learn from this lesson and bring more shocking masterpieces to the audience. As you said, Whether it is film and television or gamification, what really touches people's hearts is always the content itself. No matter how big the IP is and how full the gimmick is, if there is no solid content support, it will eventually be short-lived. The reason why Mr. Jin Yong's works are timeless is that his profound cultural heritage and unique chivalrous spirit can transcend time and resonate. And this spirit is the core that all adapted works need to grasp formally. Taking the martial arts game The Legend of the Condor Heroes as an example, version 1.0 may have some shortcomings, but the game party listened to the voice of the players in a timely manner and actively fed back and adjusted, which reflects the respect for content and user experience. This attitude of growing together with players is itself a valuable spirit of chivalry, facing problems and daring to improve. The new 2.0 version is on the way, which means that they are not only aware of the shortcomings of the past, but also more confident that they can bring a truly exciting experience through the polishing of content. Games, like film and television works, are both storytelling media. The difference is that games give players more immersion and participation. If the plot is empty and the gameplay is monotonous, no matter how exquisite the pictures are, it will be difficult to retain players. On the contrary, only by constantly exploring the core of the characters and optimizing the game mechanism based on the classic IP like The Legend of the Condor Heroes can we truly arouse the emotional resonance of players. In summary, whether it is a movie, a TV series, or a game, the core is to tell a good story, create vivid characters, and convey touching emotions. It is expected that the 2.0 version of The Legend of the Condor Heroes can truly present the spirit of the greatest chivalrous man and bring players a martial arts journey that is both passionate and touching. It can be seen that the new version of The Legend of the Condor Heroes truly achieved returning to the essence of martial arts during the development process, which is exactly the direction that the majority of players and Jin Yong fans are most looking forward to. In today's fast food game market, works that are willing to spend time polishing the martial arts system and pay attention to the restoration of details are more likely to stand out. The improvement of martial arts design is undoubtedly the biggest highlight. The use of a new martial arts production pipeline is not just a simple action upgrade, but also a deep polish in terms of action fluency, strike feel, combo connection, etc. Some of the unreasonable designs in the past have been corrected, making every move and every style more in line with martial arts logic. Players are no longer just mechanically pressing buttons, but can truly feel the thrill of fighting with fists hitting the flesh and swords shining in swords. The richness of martial arts postures and forms has also greatly improved playability. It is no longer a mechanical output of a single set of routines, but can flexibly switch martial arts forms according to different combat scenes, and truly experience the martial arts fighting philosophy of winning by the enemy and breaking force with cleverness. This change not only increases the strategic nature of the battle, but also greatly enhances the immersion and sense of substitution of the game. What is more worth mentioning is the official's research and restoration of the original martial arts skills. From the fierce and domineering 18 palms of the dragon subduing, to the profound and mysterious 9-yin manual, to the cold and sharp sword of the heaven sword and the dragon-slaying saber, these classic martial arts have been carefully presented in the game. It is no longer a superficial pile of moves, but a deep dig into the cultural connotations and martial arts philosophy behind each martial art, so that players can also feel the martial arts artistic conception written by Jin Yong in battle. In short, the new version of The Legend of the Condor Heroes is not just an upgrade of a game, but more like a tribute to the martial arts spirit. It breaks the routine of relying only on IP to attract fans, and truly starts from the content, bringing players a brand new experience of the rivers and lakes. Such intentions are worth looking forward to. A good IP needs to be matched with an excellent producer to be able to shine with the light recognized by the public. Judging from the current information of the new version of The Legend of the Condor Heroes, the game is already well aware of the importance of content and focuses on the content of the game. Perhaps when the 2.0 version is launched, players will also be able to see the real Jin Yong's rivers and lakes. Judging from the fans' response, The Legend of the Condor Heroes, the greatest hero performed brilliantly during the Spring Festival, especially topping the repurchase rate ranking. This result not only reflects the fans' enthusiastic support, but also reflects the quality and appeal of the film itself. Many viewers were still not satisfied after watching it twice or 3 times, and said, "This is not only a good movie worth watching twice, but also a masterpiece that can touch people's hearts." It is worth mentioning that the reputation of the film has surpassed the fan circle and was triggered extensive discussions on major platforms. Many industry insiders, film critics and even professors from top universities such as Fudan University and Peking University have given high praise from the perspectives of culture, narrative structure, and martial arts spirit. They believe that the film not only successfully restores the essence of Jin Yong's original work, but also makes innovations and breakthroughs in visual aesthetics, character creation and value transmission. In particular, Xiao Zhan's performance has been highly recognized. His performance broke the public's inherent prejudice against traffic actors and showed his profound acting skills and ability to understand the role. Whether it is the inner conflict of chivalrous tenderness or the psychological changes of the hero's growth, Xiao Zhan interprets it in a clear and real way. As a professor said, Xiao Zhan has given the character new vitality. He is not only playing Guojing, but also interpreting a chivalrous spirit belonging to the new era. These recognitions from different fields not only prove the cultural value and artistic depth of the legend of the Condor Heroes, the greatest hero, but also make more people realize that truly excellent works do not need too much hype, and the audience's eyes are sharp. As netizens said, good movies are worth rewatching, and Xiao Zhan deserves to be seen by more people. In short, bless Xiao Zhan, and also thank the Spring Festival file for bringing so many wonderful and good movies, enriching the audience's audiovisual experience. In this period full of the flavor of the new year and joy, everyone not only saw the inheritance of the martial arts spirit, but also felt the diverse charm of Chinese movies. For Xiao Zhan, the legend of the Condor Heroes, the greatest hero is just another milestone in his acting career. He proved with practical actions that he is not only a traffic star, but also a trustworthy all-round artist. Whether in movies, TV series, music, or on stage, Xiao Zhan always keeps his original intention and pursues excellence. His hard work and persistence have long surpassed the simple aura of a star and have become a role model in the hearts of countless people. As everyone said, Xiao Zhan's success is not accidental, but the accumulation of countless days and nights. He has never stopped moving forward, and is always challenging himself and breaking through his limits. He speaks with his works and wins respect with his strength. This spirit is exactly the positive energy that contemporary young people need. The future is promising, and the stars will live up to the expectations of those who are on the road. I look forward to Xiao Zhan bringing more classic roles and excellent works in the coming days. I also hope that Chinese films can continue to flourish and create more exciting masterpieces to accompany the audience through every unforgettable moment. Bless Xiao Zhan, bless Chinese films.
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.